Right, it's 12 o'clock, so we can get the stream sort of started, I guess. So today we'll be playing Warframe, which is a free-to-play action role-playing third-person shooter multiplayer online game. That's a lot of words. It was developed by Digital Extremes. Often by experienced players referred to as Space Ninjas, which I'm assuming you're going to find out shortly. Yeah, it's got a solid storyline to it. This isn't my first time playing it. It is a new account, however. I swear I set the party to invite only, but welcome Shadow to the party. Yeah, I can't say too much without spoiling the game itself, so I'm not going to, but there is a lot of stuff you can do in this game. As we play through it, you'll sort of see the different things that you can do. I don't really want to spoil it too much, so I'm not going to give anything away. And I will let the videos play out and try and keep commentary as low as possible. Shadow, don't worry about sharing your mic stuff with the... Yeah, because otherwise I've got to tell you whenever I'm playing a video. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Jump on my stream. So, let's get going. Yeah, the 4 ads was me setting up the ads before 12 o'clock. I literally had to... I played them straight away just to turn the pre-rolls off. They're off for half hour. And then I'll try and snooze them for a little while just to get us as close to an hour as possible. Right. Press the play. I can't remember how long these videos are. No spoilers, Shadow! Oh, that's right. I can though. Ayo.
For generations you've slept. No purpose. No call to wake you. Grenier. Seeds from the ruins of the old war, swallowing colonies whole. But there's still hope. The Tenno. Monuments of an ancient warrior caste. Scattered across frail worlds. end to an empire. Then they left. Forgotten. Like a dream.
Shadow, can you invite Epic to the party, please?
Wake up, Tenno. Wake up.
Right, that's the cutscenes over. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't talking Shadow. I was trying to let the cutscenes play out. They have done so much differently with the cutscenes now. They look great. So that's just showcasing your 3 starter characters. So you got Excalibur, who's your generic swordy sword boy, as we saw in the videos. Mag, who's a bit of a glass cannon. Oh, I just realised I can play all the things as well. All the different powers and that. Ah, and then Volt, who's your general electric whiz and speed ninja. So, point of getting him. I mean, he isn't difficult. You just need to be in a you just need to be in a clan in order to get Volt. So you guys decide who I play as. I can play as Excalibur, Mag, or Volt. Your choices. I don't know why it kicked me from the party then. Yeah, so I'm hoping you guys heard all of that, and when it kicked me from the party, it didn't mess with the audio. But yeah, so either Excalibur with his sword, Mag as a glass cannon, or Volt as a speed ninja. I don't mind playing as any of them. The only thing is Volt is harder to get later on because you need to be in a clan, but it's easy enough. So what do you guys reckon I should play as? Who would you like to see first? Excalibur deals 10% increased damage and attacks 10% faster when wielding swords. Mag's bullet jumping pulls in items for easier collection. And Volt is... oh, he has an electrical charge build up, which causes more damage. Okay, so far we've got 1 vote in as Mag by a Prime subscriber, so your vote counts as 2. The only reason is I'm trying to give out some benefit to that. That kind of seems fair. We've got about 8 viewers. Does anyone else want to throw in a choice in there? Raccoon, are you watching? You want to throw in a choice in the chat? Who do you want me to play as? Mag, Volt, Excalibur? Okay, I want 3 votes in here. Come on, guys. Pick one. I don't care which. Okay, so there's a Volt and a Mag. Let's get a tiebreaker in here. Volt or Mag, guys? Pick one. Oh, Mag it is then. We're playing as the glass cannon then. So we got the pull, magnetize, polarize, and crush abilities. So we'll just confirm that. I'll sort of show them off as I unlock them. Let's go. Ah, mate. Mag is difficult if you're a new player. It took me 4 times playing her before I actually figured out what to do. I'm not gonna lie. It was... when you know how to play her, she's great. She is great.
Pity she's too late. You're my prize now, Tenno.
Yeah, can do. It's another cutscene.
No. We are taking this one with us.
What has he done to
Alright,
you?
crazy man.
I can't lose another Tenno. I'm surging your Warframe's power systems. Quick, use your power. Defend yourself.
Bad. Why are you telling me to arbit? So currently using my first skill. It's quite old.
An extraction ship is
So I've been
waiting for
playing
you.
it for about 4 or 5 years now.
Grenier will be hunting you.
I can't remember when it
Arm
first
yourself.
came out. I'd have to open up the thing. Right, well, next decision. Sword or staff? Let's get this going, chat. Let's get this going, let's be quick. I think I could swap them, so you can go, you've got sword. And then the staff. Ah, hello, Fred. You're not very nice. Which one? Just what type of weapons you... So, movement, so you got the staff, which has obviously got the longer movement, like that. And then the sword, which is quite close combat. Sort of stuff. Oh, and it came out in 2003. 2013, my bad.
That's a read.
Aha. Yeah, there's not much difference. So anyone throw one out there, I don't mind using either. Okay, let's go with the sword. Ooh. Alright, we will have some more decisions coming up, guys, so be ready in the chat for that. Can't remember what one's next. As long as I don't. Yeah, can't. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, I should have stealth attacked him. So the first mission, you're just playing through like the tutorial, it's just telling you how to play, and you're escaping from the big bad guy. At the start there, he puts that thing on your leg here. Can you invite Epic to the party?
There's a cache of weapons ahead. Grab what you can.
Rigged. You voted too slow. You gotta be ready for the next one. Assassinate. So, here's the next one. The pistol lato or the throwing knives. So, forego stealth with this rapid fire semi-auto pistol. Or silently punch a flesh and metal with these deadly throwing knives. Pistol, yeah. I'll give someone else a chance to vote, Epic. Does anyone else want a chance to vote? Alright, I'll give you 5 seconds to vote again, and we'll move on, because I don't want to stay here too long, that's all. You know, I know the first mission's, you're just kind of escaping, so... Right, pistol it is. Yeah, you should have a party invite, Epic. From Shadow. Secondary weapon. Okay, so the next one's a primary weapon, which it's going to ask for.
Hurry before Vor finds out.
See you later, Elks Prime. It's good to see you in the chat, though. Yo, welcome, Epic.
A Tenno flows like fire over the battle terrain. Do you remember how to dash up walls?
Yeah, that's okay. So the guy in the cutscene that puts the thing on your leg, he's trying to capture. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so the guy I'm escaping from is he's in the cutscene at the start. I can't remember what his name is right now. But he basically comes along, captures Tenno and kills him. So what we're playing as, he comes and kills who you are. So what they're called a Tenno. So what I am is a Tenno, currently in a frame.
There's the extraction
So he's rigged your suit with this device that basically makes you really weak, and he's trying to capture you in order to strengthen himself. So this guy in the cutscene here, yeah, he's one of the bad guys. So Captain Vor. Yeah, so this guy is just dominance and ultimate power. You know, most of them is sort of aiming for that. So he's just trying to basically bludgeon the world and turn it into his little playground.
Quick, get to the console and release the lockdown. Do that, and I will guide you to your old ship. It's your only chance.
Release the lockdown. Run away before it kills me.
The Queen wants to destroy you, but I need to know more.
Well, you want to destroy us as well. You just want to make yourself strong in the process. Oh, our next decision. So we've got our primary weapon now. So an open fire, high versatile automatic rifle, or the bow and arrow. It says there. So which one do you guys think I should choose? So we've got the pistol and the sword so far. Should I go the bow or the assault rifle? Bow? Yeah, let's go then. Get the bow going. Yep, go on. So, yeah, so there's not so much a skill like leveling type thing where you put into like stats and that. You level up your frame, so what I'm playing as now, I'll level this character up and it unlocks the ability to add mods to your character, which can increase your shields, speed, and all sorts of other goodies like your power strength. So like my ability, if I find an enemy. So my first ability here, where's an enemy? I'm sure there's someone here. Like pull, whatever, I can make it stronger or a faster, like further range. So you can adjust your setup accordingly, but you don't really have stats per se to sort of update. That's just a little hack. Yeah, I was just sort of doing the hack there.
Are my senses deceiving?
Stiffer bone, God.
Is that you?
Enemy reinforcements are here.
Yeah, so these little packages here, that's shotgun ammo. So primary weapon ammo. When you run over it, if you need the ammo, it picks it up automatically for you. No.
Are you afraid?
Yeah. So if you're low on ammo, it just picks it up for you.
I marked you. You will return to me.
And it does it that way. So there is a little bit later on something that's kind of closer to stats. I won't spoil it, but it's you build up XP for that separately via a daily cap, and then you can upgrade certain stuff via that. That will be showcased in the later stream, so I don't spoil anything. So it can have its moments. It's the sort of speed you turn in that can be quite fast on finding at the minute, because I haven't played in a while. It's a very fast-paced game. But the controls themselves, they're all self-explanatory sort of stuff, like a little bit like COD, you know, LT to aim, RT to fire. B is your melee on this, however, and it will automatically switch and pull your melee weapon out. So you don't have to like worry about bringing that out.
It's your lucky day.
Yeah, I do need a bow on COD. This is just daily tribute, so every day you can claim a reward when you log in. It's just giving me some resources. It's nothing for us to worry about just yet.
The Grineer are ravenous for this old technology. It is superior to this. Perhaps there are
Yes,
systems left
it is
in the
later
orbit
in this
compartment?
in the game, very much later. But we will get there. So now we've escaped Vor
Those savages. Components have been
on
removed.
this
The lower orbital
semi-derelict
compartments have no life
ship
support. Why did the operator abandon me?
with Ordus, who is
Arsenal
essentially a
management
crazy
could be
robot.
restored.
So in your
Operator's
ship,
visit.
you can do everything you need to do. So you can craft stuff. This is your crafting thing. We have to get pieces to piece it back together. Yeah. Yeah. This is where you will go between every mission. Yeah. Yeah, he's the ship AI, and he's funny to listen to. I'm not gonna lie. So I won't turn him off just yet. Later on in later streams, I might turn him off just to quieten some things down. He still appears, but you can't hear him. You just have to read it instead. So here's your foundry. You're able to build stuff in this bit when you get the segment for it. Space dog. I haven't got one yet. So when you get, you can get what's called a Kubro egg, which is a dog, a space dog. In here, yeah, they are awesome. So this is an incubator for your eggs and for your dogs and that, so you can have them here. But all of this sort of requires, you have to go do missions and collect bits in order to turn all of this on. Because we're in a derelict ship that has been stripped down by Vor and his men. Because he doesn't like us, you know, he's tearing us all apart. So right now it's asking us to install the Arsenal segment, which I'll be able to show you a bit more what I was on about with the mods and that for your character. Assuming it lets me actually access it.
You honor Ordus.
Okay, so we access the Arsenal here. So here tells you your loadout.
Firepower.
You can change your appearance, so all the colours and everything, and your weapons that you've got equipped at the minute. And as you rank up, I can't do anything with this one. Oh, it won't let me do it. So I need to level them up a bit. But here's where you edit them.
Segment we might salvage for your ship. When you are ready,
Yes.
activate your navigation system.
Ordus hopes the operator will punish the Grineer for dismantling it.
Everything in the game is achievable free. Everything. So there is a grind to it. You have to know what you're doing to get certain things. Everything, you know, you can either Google or ask people like me, and I'll be able to usually figure out what you've got to do. Welcome to the chat, Kegs, and Space Cat. I also don't have a Space Cat yet. You can get Space Cats. Yes, they're called, oh, is it Khajiit? Kavat, that's the one. Kavat, I'm thinking Skyrim. Different game. No. Okay, so the first couple of missions we've got to do. Is a good game. So the first couple of missions, like I said, are just getting bits for the ship. So this one, we've got to collect a segment to restore the ship. Yeah, so we're actually on Earth right now. You can go to the different...
The segment you need is in a nearby.
I don't know how far in the future they've actually set it, or if they've set it up as just a completely different timeline, but it's in the sort of Milky Way system. So you have Mars, you have Pluto, you can go to all these different planets, and each one has its own set of missions and boss level, where you fight someone like Vor here, in order to unlock like frames and certain weapons. So it's all in space. You've also got, so later on, some planets that aren't actually in our solar system.
This data vault is equipped with a variety of security measures.
No, it's still in the Milky Way. They've just added stuff to it that we'll sort of see later on. It's difficult to explain. I'm trying not to spoil it too much, you know. So it's kind of. This is a Kubro. Hey Kegs, welcome to the chat. Kubro here. So these are like the dogs you can get. So when you kill them, there is a chance for them to drop an egg. And it's the egg that you want. Yeah. So you incubate the egg and then you get your thing. So you can have your Kubro. It does take time to get it. It's like 12 hours incubation or something like that. In real life time. Yeah, so you will continue to count down even though you're not online. So that's fine. So usually if you go to sleep and wake up. Yes, Chalk. We've played this so much, me and her.
We're nearing the console.
Sister.
Trigger the alarms now, and they will start
Yeah.
destroying the data.
Yeah, sister, not miss. Definitely not. That did show a warning up force field then. So if you're near force fields, trip the vault alarm and your energy will be drained. So because we're currently doing what's considered a spy mission, we've kind of got to be sneaky. Yes. Ah. Yeah, it's later on that you get the incubator. How long's the ad for? Oh, it says 3 minutes on mine. It should be a minute and a half. Okay. No, that's fine. You're doing awesome. You said the first time chatter. Where did you see the first? Ah, Kilo Clips. Is it still playing ads? Okay. Right. Yeah, sorry. So now that it's finished the ads, I will continue. So we're doing what's considered the spy mission here. So we don't want to set off the vault. Your first one's really easy. Later on, there is so much stuff that can set off the alarm, and then they delete the data. Which on harder missions you have to get all 3 pieces of data. In other ones you only need to get 1 piece of data, but if the alarm goes off in all 3, it will set off like a different mission ending. So it'll tell you to eliminate everyone because they now know that you've been there and tried to steal data. So it now wants you to kill everyone so that it can get rid of that evidence, basically. So there is certain ways to play it that benefit you depending on what you're doing as well. So even in spy missions you can turn it into an exterminate right at the end if you want like additional kills or something like that, which most people don't bother with. They go to certain maps to do certain missions, which we'll sort of discuss as we progress along. We'll discover the different types of missions that we can do. Yeah, go on. Yep. So, see you later, Shadow, first of all. And yes, so all the weapons in the arsenal, you can change what weapons you have equipped. There is so many weapons in the game, I think there's like... I think I can show. Yeah, I can't see it here. But yeah, you can change your weapons every mission, you can change your character you're playing as. So right now we're playing as Mag. So later on, like I said, I can unlock Excalibur, for example, and play as him instead. Hey The Herm, welcome to the stream. I am relatively new to streaming. I've only been streaming for a couple of weeks now, and this is my first, well, not my first game playthrough, this is my new account. So we've just started this game out on this account. This isn't my first playthrough though, I've played it a few times. Got my main account has 1,000 hours in it, which reminds me actually, I've got to set something up real quick for you guys. I go to channel points, manage rewards, start challenge. Okay, so there's a community challenge currently on. I've just started it. It's for the next 30 days. If enough people donate the channel points to it, I will do a live stream of my main account and everything that's got on it. So that'll be my frames, my weapons, dogs that I've got on it, so my companions, where I am on the map, because I'll have everything. I have everything on the map unlocked. The inside of my ship, as well as the other stuff, which I'm not going to spoil just yet, but I can do a showcase with all the extra stuff in there as we sort of progress along. So do not blame you. Welcome, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that so much. I'm trying to be as interactive with the stream as I can on this one, so you missed the start of it with everyone choosing my weapons. However, we are trying our hardest, and I will give you a follow back. So currently this screen is the end of mission screen. This will show you the credits, which is your in-game money, your in-game currency, not real life in-game currency, just the standard currency, not the premium one. The resources you picked up, which is some oxium, some ferrite, some rubidos, stuff like that, which you don't have to worry too much about. The main mission objective we got, which was the comm segment, as well as mods we've picked up. So the first few missions, they're all considered broken mods. Now these I can only level up 3 times, and they're very weak compared to the normal mods you get. But you can put these on all your weapons. You can't repair them, no, but later on you will pick up the fixed variants, and it's not too difficult to swap them over. But all I say is just don't upgrade those broken ones. So if you see that it's cracked and only got 3 levels, I wouldn't upgrade it if you're new to the game. Just leave it and wait until later on. Yes, I am playing on the Xbox Series X right now. I didn't... Oh, MR13. So Mastery rank 13. So that's the next bit. We'll go over that now that he's put that in there. So at the top left here where my mouse is hovering over, it says 0. This is your Mastery rank. As you progress in the game and level up weapons, you get a Mastery rank XP boost, where you can progress through the game. So my main account is Mastery rank 28. It was at one point the highest it could be. It's not now, because I'm a little bit behind on it, I must admit. But as you progress that, you can increase how many points you get per day for certain things. So as we go along, I can sort of say what those things are. So this just wants me to install this segment.
Systems engaging.
Yeah, I've put a lot of hours into it, I must admit. Alright, shout out to the Herm for the follow and everything. So type this in.
Contact black market scumbags. Contact arms dealers.
Should do a link in that.
Excellent.
So if we go to the arsenal here.
We need to make contact with Corpus defectors.
Yeah, so this is back on the ship now. Between every mission you go back to your ship, or unless you're on a free roaming planet, at which point you stay on that planet. But we'll discuss that, because at some point I will be having to go on one. So if I click on here, you can see the different frames you can play as. Like so. Which we will unlock, and I will go through how you unlock them as we go through. But basically, on every planet there is a boss you have to kill, and he will drop a piece of that frame each time you kill him. So once you get all 3 pieces, and then you come to here, you can buy the blueprint for it as well. You can then create it. So Ash here, for example, you need to buy this blueprint for 35,000 credits, and get the Neuroptics chassis systems, build all 3, and then you can put it all together to make the frame itself. Yeah, and then you have that frame as well, so I can then play as Ash instead of Mag, with his different abilities. I am working on channel points, so I think I've got... What have I got in here? Oh, I didn't add the other one. I did try and add a face reveal to my channel points, so I need to check out why that hasn't added. Mostly because if I don't get there too fast, you guys can basically push me in that direction with the channel points. I am working on other things you can do with them. I'm just sort of learning what we can do with them. Ash, I can't remember how you farm Ash, but I do have the original one on my other account. And then I did go to the Prime variants. So the Prime variants are harder to get. You have to farm broken relics, which we will talk about later as well. I don't want to get too sidetracked with that, but the Prime variants are basically the better variants of each of the frames, which eventually you do farm out. They're short missions for the start, so it's fine, and I don't mind going a bit over the hour, especially if we've got people in the chat that are joining in. Yes, getting primes is better than getting the normal variants. However, getting the normal variants will give you XP towards your mastery rank, so don't overlook getting the normal ones. Always get the normal ones. If you do the prime variants, you also get XP, so they're separate. So it counts as two entities. So if I get Mag Prime after this, Mag Prime will add a certain amount of XP to my mastery rank, as well as Mag itself, but you have to get both to level 30 to unlock the full potential XP for it. Yeah. Yeah.
How many Grenier slaves died throughout this place?
They have done so much to the visuals in this game as well now. So when I first played, the visuals were not as good as they are now. So these boxes as well, these chests and that, if you break them, they do drop stuff that you can pick up. I did overlook that a little bit earlier, so I just figured I'd mention that now.
The Grenier must have found out.
The Ascaris is working, breaking through. I see the shadows of your mind.
Thank you for the points to the Warframe challenge, Kegs. And her talons are insane. I think it's 10. Is it 10,000? It might be quite high. I will show after this one. I didn't mean to hack that. After this one, the different weapons you can buy right at the beginning. Yes, crossplay would be amazing on this game. There is a little bit of crossplay, but it's not perfect yet. Or I believe there's a little bit. Win for life! Okay, so the multiplayer is kind of a section of the game that a lot of players do not like talking about. So there is... No, I want to share. I want to share it because the reason why they don't like talking about it is it's not very good. It is not Digital Extreme's strong point with this game, which is a shame because you think going toe to toe with other frames would be quite fun. But I believe there is a lot of sort of backlash, a lot of difficulties they had when bringing that out. And I think they've kind of, as far as I'm aware, they've left it because of how far wrong it was. They focused on like the campaign and this style of stuff.
By the warden, it may be easier to get Darvo out. Bypass the security so we can enter.
It was just, it's difficult because everything's very PvE based.
He has to be here somewhere.
So making it so that it's balanced enough for obviously people to play it is rather difficult. It is called the Conclave side of things. It is fun. It's definitely something I'm willing to stream with people if someone wants to come on and they want to try it and just see how it is. I don't mind doing that, but you will realise that there is a lot more in the PvE side of things for this.
The Lotus must be desperate to send fetching greedy.
Yes, Epic. Thank you for the support. Yes, shout out to Quim. I'll do the whole clan, shall I? Clan shout out. Okay, so my main Warframe. Now, I'm one of those people that doesn't have a main one. I will play whatever frame I feel like for whatever type of mission I'm doing. 1 second cutscene.
Give me influence. Shall we see?
So that's Captain Vor. That's what the thing on my leg's doing. He's trying. So he's now got rid of my shields. So basically he's just trying to make, yeah, so he's trying to make me weak, he's trying to mess me up, and just basically he wants to capture me so he can sort of figure out what makes us tick and so strong so he can take that power from us. So I don't want to spoil that, but you will find out what we do in a little while. So, but don't worry, we are going to kick his butt. Yeah, so there are so many frames. For example, Frost is a frame that he likes using his ice bubble and stuff for protection. Then there's Volt as well. A lot of people consider Volt a very defensive frame because he puts down a barrier, but when you shoot through it, it actually amplifies your damage, so he's actually more offensive. So it all depends on how you play these frames. There's so many options, like Mag later on, when I get some mods for her, is absolutely amazing.
Ordis will be delighted to show you how to upgrade your arsenal. May I recommend fire?
Yeah. So there's all sorts of things. He also said about Conclave. So Conclave doesn't have anyone playing it. That is what they call the multiplayer on this. It is called the Conclave. So we will, if we get people online, I will happily stream us playing it just to show you what it's like. Now, as far as I'm aware, I don't think you can. You might be able to, but I haven't played enough of it to know, because it's a bit difficult to sort of play it. So, and with the few people that do play it, I don't think I ever did get anything. You can get XP points that you spend at a certain person, like a shop, a Conclave shop, that you can buy stuff from. But I wouldn't say you can actively get lots of stuff. You know, it's not like something that, it's not game breaking if you play it or don't. Yeah. Yes, so yeah, I think the certain starter ones aren't. I think maybe the very first one and maybe a few of the other ones, like the next 4 or so. But the majority of this is multiplayer, and you will have new people and other players to play with. I've currently set it to solo, just so I don't get distracted, and if I need to slow down, I can. So the current screen we're on is the arsenal. So if you go to here, you can buy the different weapons and that. So that assault rifle we were on about at the start, I can buy it here. The Bratton. Yeah, so the Bratton, the Burston, you can buy them here. Anything that costs plat is real life, it's like premium currency. But you can buy blueprints and then build them later, like that. And then you farm the resources to do it. And as you can see, mastery locked. Oh, there are so many solid guns, I don't want to get into that too much. The Acceltra is game breaking. The Arcoplasma used to be. The list goes on. Like, the Bubonic is quite fun to use, stuff like that. As you can see here, it says Mastery Locked. This is why Mastery rank is important. As we level stuff up, you get the next Mastery level, you unlock different stuff. Also, depending on your Mastery level, depends on how many mods you can put on your thing. So at the minute, it won't let me do mods. But you can... Once you hit Mastery rank, I think it's 30, you can have... You literally don't need to level up your frame, you have the full capacity unlocked instantly. That is one of the benefits as well from leveling up. Yeah, there is so much. You can play for having fun, for having a laugh, for difficulty. There is all sorts. So, only one of each. So one primary, one secondary, and one melee. But you can have certain amount of classes set up and switch them around and stuff. So it is only one of each. So here you can see all of this is to do with my mastery rank stats. So there's a total of 622 items in the game that you can level up. I'm not going to go through all the stats. I will go. So you've got the Warframe, primary weapons. So 148 primary weapons, for example. I'm not going to go too far along because some of that stuff we haven't discussed, and I won't be until later on, so I don't spoil it. But yeah, there is so many weapons. Yeah, sorry about that. I know when people say Space Ninjas, you think, oh, it's going to be like a child pixelated game. It's not. It's actually really fun. They've done so much work on it. I brought Cora and Baruch. I don't blame you. I brought so many characters on my main account because I got lazy. I do regret that a little bit. We're not going to talk about Space Mum just yet. Spoilers. Gauss, I have tried Gauss. Gauss is basically the version of Volt. Essentially, he's a speed frame as well, but he's slightly different. He doesn't use electricity, and he is very fun to play as. So now we've unlocked the mods section. As you can see, all the mods we've farmed so far, all of them are broken at the minute. So, but as you can see, so this is a Warframe mod here. Once the stream catches up, Vitality. So it'll have 30% health to my frame. So it'll make it slightly tankier. And then you've got Intensify, which will increase my ability strength. So it'll make my pull, for example, slightly stronger and hurt the enemies slightly more.
Ordis patiently awaits compliance in using the new arsenal features. It is for the operator's own good.
Yes, feel free. Post ahead. Thank you. Locate the foundry segment. So what are you trying to... Oh, okay, so we go here. Okay, so now I can upgrade, so I can actually come to here. If you guys want to tell me what mods you don't want me to use right now, feel free. So, at the minute I've got Stretch for ability range, Redirection which increases my shields, Vitality for extra health, Continuity which will increase my ability duration, which at the minute doesn't really matter, and ability strength, which will increase my abilities damage. So as you can see, my pull will do more damage to enemies, or it can grab them from further away. So you can have mods as long as you've got the capacity for it. So in the top left here, I've got a 4 out of 4 capacity. Maxed out, that is 30. However, you can then install segments onto your gear here, so you can put a reactor on, which doubles it. And then you can also... At the minute, no, so each mod takes a certain amount of capacity. So, Redirection, for example, the one I'm hovering over right now, once the stream catches up, that takes 2. Now, if I put that... So, let's get back to... So you can put Aurican reactors on, which increase your mod capacity. Don't do that on your normal frames. Always do that on your prime frames. That's my recommendation. If you're playing free-to-play, try not to waste them on the earlier frames. Polarization is another thing. So, when you polarize it, you can add a certain thing to your character, which reduces the mod capacity taken. So, if you see the lines here, when I click this stretch one, it goes green in that corner. What that means is it's going to half my total cost to put that mod on. So instead of it costing 2, like it says in the corner there of the thing, when I put it on there, it now says 1 and has the green line through it. And what that means is it's just half my capacity. So if you form your things, you can have more on. So each one, when they level up, they take a certain amount. I think Redirection, for example, takes about 13, 14 when it's maxed out. But you put that on the right polarization and it will actually only take up 7 of your capacity rather than all 14. This allows you to have so much more options. Yeah, so the mods are not locked in place, so I can now take Stretch off and put something else on if I want. So I can take that off, I can have this on there, or I can, so you can set it up. You've also got configurations in the top here, so you can configure one character with 3 different configurations and then scroll through which one for a quicker playthrough. So I can have mag for tankiness and a mag for speed, and then just switch between the configurations. Yeah, so you can have preset setups on each frame as well.
Thanks for helping me out back.
Let's just quickly put Vitality on, and if I can, let's put Redirection on, just to give myself some more tankiness, because, God forbid I die. Now, I forgot where I'm at now. Yeah, so also with that you can have different loadouts. So if I... Oh, Wrong one. If I press this stick here, you can have loadouts. You do unlock them naturally, but you can also buy slots where I can set up a loadout, save it as a certain thing, so I can save it as leveling, for example, and have it set up so that when I go into a mission to level up certain weapons, it's already set up and ready to go. Because different frames benefit from different things, which we will learn as we go along. Like,
I'm worried it will affect your mind. I can't lose you, Tenno. We must restore the ship's foundry immediately.
Yes. So you can run through.
Ore extraction colony will have
What's it trying to tell me to do? Once I figured out what it's trying to tell me to do.
Share it with you. Its location has been added to your navigation console.
What are you making me do? I think I have. I think I got confused. Oh, okay, there we go. We can go into it. So if we back out here, so here's the map. These are all the planets you can go to. So you got Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Europa, Uranus, obviously. Everyone wants to go there. Not at the minute. At the minute I can't. So you've got to unlock the missions as you go along. So as you can see, I've got these two done, and this one unlocked. When I unlock this one, when I do this one, it'll unlock Gaia, and I think that's Lith. And then you start getting more options as you go along, and what missions you play, and what type. Yeah, I want to. Yeah. So I think for the starter bit where you choose your weapons, that's great. At the minute, you can tell me if so. You can decide mods, or if you want me to switch my weapons when I get enough credits, I can buy a different gun. So people will be able to decide, actually, I want you using an assault rifle for the next one, and I'll just switch to the assault rifle and use that for the next one. And as we unlock more missions, you'll be able to tell me, actually, can I see you do a defense mission, or an assassination, which is the boss mission is an assassination mission, is what they call it, and like exterminate missions. So I can go back and play an exterminate right now on one of these two. So if you want me to go back and play that, that's fine, or I can go to the next mission and just get past this starter bit. Have you just realised? Right, let's go into this one.
The colony is unresponsive. Get to the...
Yes, so after this mission, I think we're going to call the stream to an end. Or bring the stream to an end, should I say.
I was afraid of this.
Thank you.
Grenier are here, and I cannot find any signs of living colonists. You still have a job to do. Find the foundry segment.
Yeah, I genuinely love playing this game. I'm not gonna lie. This was like the majority of my gaming for like 3 years, and I tell you what, I do not have a second go past where I don't not like. Do you know what? I kind of fancy that today, because I always do fancy playing a little bit. But with the hardest part is getting into it. Like, Epic's been asking so many questions. I'm so thankful for that, because that's helped keep the stream going as well. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Your ship is one step closer to completion. Now, there is one more thing you need to do. Eliminate all Grenier and provide justice for the colonists.
Soon the worm will be in your spine, and I will control this Warframe of yours. I will purge your doting mother and bring you home.
I'll tell you what, if we don't hit the stream goal, so the community challenge goal for me streaming my main account, I'm happy to, even if we hit half of it, I will still stream it. If you guys are that excited by watching it, I'm happy to stream my main one and show you guys, because this is slow. Like, it looks fast, but wait until later on when if I show you my main account, or when we get further in this one, how fast you can really get the game going. So, where can I go? Can I come back? So if you look at the bottom of my screen now, that red icon that's appearing, that's moving, that's pointing at an enemy. So currently we're doing an eliminate enemies. And that, so, yeah, so kill 30 enemies is what this one is. In order to get to the end of the mission. And then you see that green icon it's now changed into. That's extraction. So that's telling me, so now you've done the mission, you can extract from this, go on to the next mission, and sort of continue that. They're quite well balanced. There are missions that do take longer, but
Another job
sorry.
well executed.
It depends on the type of mission. So if you go into a defense, you've got to defend an objective for 5 waves, and at the end of those 5 waves you can either leave the mission or continue the mission. Those are slightly slower unless you know what you're doing to speed them up, because obviously you've got 5 waves to go through, and then that's like, I do. It's awesome, isn't it? You can get different ships, so can't see it currently. Also, you can see out this window here, which is quite cool. So that'll actually show you, that planet in front is showing Earth because we're on Earth. But when you go to Venus, for example, that planet spinning there will be Venus instead, which looks awesome when you do that. There is... where is it? So... equipment... Just download the free game. You can do everything for free in this game. You only want to pay. You only pay for what you basically can't wait for or don't want to like farm out. So on this screen here, this is the current orbiter I'm in, which is the Lisette orbiter. But you can unlock other orbiters. I thought it would show me there. Where is it? Equipment, landing craft. For example, so this, you can fly a Mantis instead, which looks like that. You can also change the colour scheme. So each spaceship, you can call in a certain... Oh. Hello, Shortness. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're enjoying it. We're going to do, I think, one more mission. Possibly in a minute. We're just going to catch up with a little bit of chatting here. Just so I can sort of explain to the viewers where we're at, what we're doing, and certain things about the game. So each orbiter has a special ability that you can call upon when in a mission. It costs, you have to have a resource to do it. The Lisette one, it calls down, I believe it's a healing pod to heal you. But then another one, oh no, the Lisette one's a hack thing. So when you call it down, Ordis will hack everything on the space station or the mission you're on, and just cancel it all out for you for 30 seconds. So they each have their different abilities. Yes. Yeah, it just switches off. Everyone loves the Lisette for that, because when you play the end game material, if you lose one of the spy mission objectives, you lose the mission completely. So people like using that, just in case they slip up a little bit, they can call that in, they've got an extra 30 seconds to fix their mistake. But then things like the Mantis, there's 2 others as well. They have different things. One's a minigun, one's a health tank thing that you can access to heal yourself in a mission. I can't remember what the last one is. But they all do different things depending on your orbiter, as well as change the style of orbiter you've got and how it looks. Yes, it's a free-to-play game and it is awesome. I'm not going to lie, it's shortness. I know a lot of people struggle with the start of it, and that's what I'm trying to help with this stream now, the sort of let's play, the, you know, join the chat, have a chat, ask me questions, and we can sort of see where we are. So the air support charges here, that's what I'm on about. You can call those into a mission and it will release your ship's air support. for the mission, and you can use them a certain amount of times. So it's Ascaris Negator. So this is safely disengages the Ascaris from your Warframe. The Ascaris is what Captain Vor put on us at the start of the game to weaken us. So now that we got to that point, yeah, so you do get it off you quite early. That's what this start part is all about. It's getting your orbiter ready for action, where he's destroyed it and made it a derelict orbiter. So you're getting that back into action, as well as getting the Ascaris Negator off of you so that Captain Vor no longer has control over you.
You can go straight to
Because at the minute he does have a sort of form of control over you, and if you leave it too long, he takes full control of you, or that's what the game's telling you he's going to do, in order to take control of you and sort of keep you to himself and research you and sort of try and figure out what makes you tick and get your strengths. So he's very much, I want to dominate you and take all your powers and blah blah blah. So now we've got some of the parts for the ship back together. It now wants us to raid a resource cache from the Corpus. The Corpus is a different type of enemy to what we've been facing. So far we've been killing Grenier. The Corpus are a tech-savvy group, which are really irritating as well, I'm not going to lie. They're not difficult. Every faction has its own quirks, as to put it, and one of the quirks for the Corpus is they like putting up a big shield bubble which cancels out your abilities, and if you're using a frame that you're trying to constantly spam abilities up, which some frames do, when it runs over and like gets you in the bubble, it cancels out your abilities. It can really like mess with your day basically whilst you're in especially in a high level sort of endless mission. So endless missions like a defense where you're trying to reach 100 waves or something in it, or a survival where you're trying to spend 3 hours in the survival. One of those can end your day pretty quick. So they are one of the harder of the factions. I mean, they're still relatively easy once you know how to deal with them, but they can have their moments. So as you can see on my screen here, I've got the yellow markers in each direction, so that's telling me to yeah, so these yellow sort of markers. I've got to recover 3 caches from this mission, and that's just marking the caches for me so I know where to go. It is really easy to get lost. 1080, or at least I tried to stream it on 1080, so I'm hoping it's streaming at that. The Corpus have a slightly different hacking technique, as you saw there. It's get the lines to connect up, rather than the Grenier, which is get all the little things sort of pointing outwards rather than in, if that makes sense. It's difficult to explain, I'm not going to lie. So we're opening the first cache. You do get XP from opening those caches as well, so if you play missions where it's like bonus objective. So depending on the mission, so this one it's going to give us resources, but if you join a mission and it's a bonus objective, which happens in, I think can't remember what they're called, but there's a mission type where they appear as a bonus. Every one you get gives you an extra tier unlock reward at the end. So you have a tier A, B and C reward from those reward pools respectively. And that can give you special items. So in the spy missions it's similar, but each vault is tier A, B and C. So if you get all 3 vaults in a certain way, it will pick a reward pool, and one of the known things from those reward pool is a Warframe called I'm having a mind blank now. Ivara, that's it. Warframe called Ivara. Really hard to farm because you have to farm the spy vaults. And you only have like the 1 or 2 chances per game. That's good to know that some people are going to try it after seeing this. It is definitely a good game. It might be difficult to get into it first, but it's so worth the grind getting through it. Especially once you figure out that everything is literally free. You just need to know how to do it. Everything can be done with up to 4 players. Other than a few starting missions and a few campaign missions, so not everything, but pretty much everything. A few campaign missions and a few of the starter missions it does make you do solo. I think that's just to make sure you don't miss anything right at the start. So there's all 3 caches. Now it's uploading the green arrow to tell us where to extract.
The Ascaris has
I think so.
reached your mind and rendered your lotus
Yes,
leaves.
there is multiplayer in the game. All experienced players for Warframe will tell you that it's not worth anything because it's not a very good game mode. I am willing to play it with people and just see how it goes. I'll even put it on stream, and we might enjoy it, we might not. I don't think it's very good myself, but yes, yeah. Yeah. So usually that's co-op based, so you can have up to 4 people co-op play with you in a mission. You can set it to invite only or just have it as an open squad, and you can set up your squad before you start the mission, or sort of sometimes in the mission before you do the main objective. So yeah, you can set up a team so we can have 4 of us and we can go into different missions and absolutely wreak havoc on them. Going sort of free-for-all against each other is more the multiplayer side of things, which I don't know enough about to know exactly if you can set up a private game so it could just be us playing against each other.
Are you alright?
But the co-op side of things, so where we are now,
This part of your journey
you've got the add button in the top here.
I admire you for your struggle.
I can click that. I'm currently playing in solo mode, so it says change matchmaking in the settings, so I can change it to friends only, invite only, or public, and then invite people to my game and play with those people.
We Grenier are millions strong, but with a flaw. We are diseased, rotting, sterile. But now
Download
we
Warframe.
have you.
Yeah,
Operator,
kind of missed out
do
on
not
some of that
abandon me again.
thing because we were
Build
talking,
the
but
countermeasure.
that's just him going a little bit nuts, like, oh, you can't defeat me. But let's be honest, we're going to.
My love,
So now we're building the Ascaris negator,
he will forgive my
so we can get this thing off of us and get rid of Vor for a bit, because he's annoying.
Our love will be reborn as we feed on your divine blood. Our children will flourish without disease.
I've put 907 hours into my main account, and that was speed running a lot of stuff, and I still only just about hit, like, finishing the game.
Do you think you're doing?
There is so much. Oh, there is so much. And even at that point, so we're currently removing that Ascaris negator, so let's get rid of that, get rid of Vor. So,
What? Waste.
like we said about prime frames, so if you play for free and you're farming these frames out, you have to farm these things called relics, which is this sort of stuff here. In special missions, they're called what's it, the void missions, where there's like a crack in the void and you kill them to get certain shards to unlock your relic. I'm not really doing the explanation much justice, I must admit. But if you're trying to get prime frames, that's how you go about getting them. You could be farming for days before you get your drop on some of the stuff. So my 907 hours included about 10 to 15 frames that I brought. If I didn't buy any...
Ordis assumes finding Vor implies violence? Hello, operator. May I
No, so
suggest
you
access
so you
navigation
can
and
have
save your life?
resource harvesting via nodes. So on this right hand side here, you can deploy a resource extractor, but for what we're on about, you actually have to play the game. So you actually have to unlock the relics and that. Ooh, what on? 24-hour stream could be interesting. Oh, on this, yes. I used to do that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't stream it, but I used to do 24-hour sessions on it. Like it was jokes. So now we can let's go back here. So where am I at? I haven't got enough money for a gun. So there are certain things you can do. There are certain missions. Will it let me access it? So you can go to Neptune, and there's a mission here which helps you get loads of credits fast when you get there later on. It's difficult. It's like it's a survival kind of gamble game. You have to do a certain amount of kills and collect a certain amount of points in order to win the money. If you lose your money you put into it. So that can farm you credits, and then you've got certain mission types farm you certain resources. So there is so much. If you're playing free to play and you do everything for free, I mean, you're not going to run out of things to do for a couple of years. And they're still releasing stuff on this game quite regularly. There is still a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, they're on 3 open worlds right now, and each open world has its own network of things to do on the open world as well, and unlock certain things by playing them. So one of them's here on Earth. That's Cetus. We can't go there just yet, but when you can go there, that is one of the open worlds. There is an open world on Deimos over here. That is Cambion Drift, which is against the Infested, which we haven't met the Infested yet, so I won't spoil that. And then Venus with Fortuna. I'm not going to spoil anything more there, but that is against the Corpus, which we fought in the last mission there. So they're the 3 that are currently going, but there is more on the way. You can fish, you can hunt animals, you can do a lot of things that I can't say right now without spoiling it. There is so much stuff on each of the planets. They all have their own missions options. There is certain boss activities, I'm going to call it, on each of the open worlds as well. So they all have their very interesting things that you can sort of do, which we will find out as the streams continue and go on. I think every Sunday is a good shout. If we can get the turnout, I will love to stream this every Sunday with viewers interacting, and as we unlock more stuff, obviously the viewers being able to tell me what they want me to do. That would be great. Yeah. And yeah. But there's so much stuff you can do on this. I could decide next week if we get to a certain point. Obviously, we're not going to on this stream. We're still at the start. I'm going to start this mission quickly whilst we're talking. So, obtain the nav segment. So again, obtaining something for the orbiter. So I'm just going to start that. So later on, we can be doing farm sessions. Sorry. There was an option of 3 different missions. I just sort of thought if I go with the campaign just to get it out of the way, because that is restricting us a little bit at the minute. There is a few missions. So when we look at this afterwards, we can decide if you guys want me to do the campaign mission or a random mission on the map. So obtain the nav segment. So we're following that yellow thing up there. In order to go obtain that.
Soon, the Ascaris will complete its task.
So there is a little mini map in your top left. I don't know. I thought there was a way. I can't remember how to do it now. Oh, so if you press the select option, the select button, you can see it's now appearing on my middle sort of right hand section, which is a bit bigger. So I have it down there instead. But it's relatively see-through as well, so it's not in your way if you just leave it there. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Where's the other one? That is something I love with the bow. Just the way it pins people to the walls, so shoot there, and then it pins them down so I can do it. And now he's pinned to that wall there. Oh, I missed. Yeah, so he's pinned up there. Alright, so let's get this objective. So you've got the sword, and then the quiver, is it the quiver? The bow and arrows thing. So movement is very much a thing in this game as well. So you can slide like that, bullet jump, which is like that, and double jump. So people sort of, and you can aim glide as well. So later on in certain missions, to reach certain points, you do a mixture of different things like that to travel quite fast, and over big gaps and stuff like that. So there is a lot of movement options.
Good work. We have
So,
what we...
that segment.
Wait. Tenno, coordinates in this nav segment put the galleon on a direct course to a convoy of colonists. You have a choice. You can extract now, or you can disable the
So
galleon.
this is giving us a bonus objective now.
Saving the colonists
So now
could
that we've
jeopardize this mission.
done the main
I
objective,
recommend you head straight
we
to
can either
extract.
destroy this ship
The
and stop
choice
it
is
from
yours.
killing a colonist,
Reach the ship's power
a
systems.
colony
Destroy
on
the
a different
reactor.
planet, because that's where their course is set.
The Ascaris
Or
failsafe
we
is
can just
attacking
extract
the
and leave
system.
the colony
Your shield
to die,
capacity
but
has
we're going to
just
save the
been
colony.
You're wasting precious
Um,
time, Tenno.
Yeah, it's an extra objective as well, so it's more fun things to do. So you destroy, hack that. It doesn't have like major impacts. Sadly, it doesn't have a major impact on it. That's something I wish they would add to it, because that could make it you're more likely to sort of make that decision if you know what I mean. Like, but they haven't implemented that, which is a bit of a shame. You can kind of do that sort of thing. You mean sort of like you can't really put yourself actually in cover, if that makes sense, but oh, there we go, I've unlocked a second ability as well. I can't use it again, but yeah, so as you level up, you unlock the different abilities. So because it's a new character, I've only got the two abilities at the minute. As you level up, you will unlock the 4 abilities for your frame, and each frame has a different set of abilities. So Mag has Pull as her first one, and then has Magnetize as her second one. So Pull is self-explanatory. Magnetize, so if you tap it, it encloses a target in a magnetic field. And if you hold it, it creates a magnetic field around Mag, absorbing ranged attacks. And then you've got Polarize, which emits an energy pulse, which you... Yeah. I think that might have been Magnetized. But, and then you've got Crush as well, which picks them all up and crushes them. So as we level up, I will be able to unlock them and sort of show the different ones. And yes, Crush is kind of self-explanatory on that one. You can execute people as well in this, so you can do a stealth execution like that. Depending on your weapon, depends on the type of execution as well. So because it's a sword, it's pretty basic. But you can also set up different stances for your primary weapon, for your melee weapon. I'm surprised that didn't make him alert. And those different stances can create different sort of killing techniques, the way you use the weapon, your different combinations and stuff as well, which can make it quite fun later on. Certain ones are like fast with lots of multi-strikes, and other ones are slow with heavy hits, and some are like sweeping sort of attacks. Okay, so yeah, coming up to the end of the stream, so we'll install this segment. Before we end it, we will do the very first mastery rank as well, just to show that off. So now we get to confront. So the next mission when we first start streaming, next time we start streaming, will be confront Captain Vor. So this is to finally confront the guy that's been bullying us for the start of the game, and get rid of him for a little while. And doing that, so we got the Mastery rank up, which appears in your pause menu. I can't remember what the first one is. If it lets me do it, it might tell me I need to level up. Oh no, it's letting me do it. So these Mastery rank missions, it's testing your certain abilities.
Prove yourself with your primary weapon.
So it wants us to prove ourselves with the primary weapon, so... yeah, so kill 3 enemies within the time frame. These start off quite easy. But as you Mastery rank up, they get harder and harder, so you get less time or more enemies. Wow, what is that mower doing?
Excellent. Continue.
So the mower was the crawly guy that I took, like, gave 4 shots to and he still didn't die. He was just tanking the whole lot. So there we go. I don't know whether it's going to give us the secondary weapon in that, or it might.
This test
Oh, so that's the test completed. So it was just 3 rounds of using your primary weapons to get kills. So as a reward for ranking up, you can see your daily standing limit increase, your base mod capacity, and void trace storage, which is to do with your relics later on. Can we see the battle pass thing yet? The battle pass thing? Trying to figure out, so let's just, whilst you type up what you mean by that, because Sabaro Katir is a guy that comes along every 2 weeks and sells some pretty cool stuff, but you have to have certain things to buy from him. We'll pop around and see. Oh, Nightwave. Okay, and this is the slate we get, so we can put this on a ship to decorate the ship. Each mastery rank will give you a different slate that you can then use to decorate the ship. And make it sort of look cool. So if we go to here, can I see? Where's live stream? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's not. So it's not appearing. So we might have to go. Oh, wrong button. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so we might have to advance a bit more in order to see the Nightwave. The Nightwave is what they have changed their daily sort of challenge stuff into, because you used to have to do daily challenges to unlock rewards and like alert missions, but now it's called the Nightwave, where you do certain things whilst playing the game. So get 30 kills using toxic damage, for example, and it will advance your Nightwave career, where you can buy stuff. Shall we go murder Vor, shall we? Shall we go murder him? He's been a bit of a pain, hasn't he? I'll tell you what, we'll go murder him. We'll call the stream to an end shortly. But what we'll do is we'll murder him first, at least. Speed trigger so I can fire a bit faster. Add some damage. Let's do some damage against... Let's just do that. Throw some extra damage on, basically. As you can see here, my mods have increased my damage speed and how fast I charge the bow up. As you upgrade the mods, they do give you bigger bonuses, but because they're broken mods, we're not going to do that.
Are you ready, Tenno? Facing Vor is the only way to rid yourself of him.
No worries, thank you, Epic, for all the help. Alright, you got any questions, Chubbs? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
This is our chance. Vor has been stripped of his elite guard.
Yeah.
He is vulnerable. Take him out.
Yeah. So certain campaign missions, because of the storyline, such a high, like, big focus for Digital Extremes. Some of them are solo play because they're like very important missions you need to focus on, or they want you to focus on to understand what's going on. But the majority of missions you can play as co-op, so you can either play just random missions on each planet, or whatever you really sort of tickles your fancy. You can play endless missions like survival and see how long you can last. Or you can try and play some of the campaign missions, as some of them do allow you to play as a team, and play those as well. So I know the starting missions it won't allow you to, though. Some of the starting missions it's just like, no, you got to play solo for now. Yeah, welcome to the chat, Finn Penguin. It's good to see you here. Feel free to interact with the stream, ask any questions. We're currently streaming a game called Warframe. This is a new playthrough, and apparently I can't shoot with the bow now because we're talking. You know, makes sense. And we're currently going to go kill 4. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Yeah, there we go. It's already done that for you. Yeah, so we're going to get rid of Vor, even, not 4. We get rid of 4, that would be a bit of a hit to Avengers, considering.
Do you realize your Lotus has
sent you die. Oh. So this is the very first boss we fight. He has certain abilities. He's mostly just irritating. Yeah, because he does this bouncing around thing, and when you do a certain amount of damage, he does this, where you've got to kill enemies around him whilst he kills himself.
You will join us
one way or another. Every time he says that. Every time. Oh, you're gonna kill me. Ooh. It does that. It will suddenly have an increase in difficulty that you don't sort of expect it to do. But for a boss...
Tenno, look. The Ascaris detonator has just disintegrated. It's as if it was directly connected to Vor. You're done here. Go to extraction.
Oh, Finn, thank you for the subscribe, man. I really appreciate that. Oh, I just saw that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm second subscriber, so I think it counts as first, though, but awesome. I really appreciate that. That's amazing, man. Thank you so much. I hope you're still in the stream. If you've got any questions about Warframe, do you play Warframe at the minute, or have you just popped in to see what the game's like? Yes, so a subscriber will get considered as 2 votes whenever they make a vote for something. Yeah, Solo Chalk was my first subscriber, yes. Solo Chalk, you're the best. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She was straight on the subscribe the second we got affiliate. Okay, so we just got to pop that. No worries. Yeah, Finn, oh, you play it a lot, do you? So what mastery rank are you at? Don't mind me asking. Yeah, we're getting that contribution up. It is a bit high, but I will do a stream of my main account at a little bit lower than that. Quite happily, especially if there's enough people here that really want to see the sort of main account and the live stream of me showcasing it. So what mastery rank are you? Yes, I do play art. No worries, I was just wondering what mastery rank you are. Do you have a favourite frame that you like using, anything like that? Ah, nice, congrats. Congrats. So a bit further in the game than I am on this account currently.
You've done it, Tenno. Vor's Ascaris is gone. You are free now.
How are you finding it? Have you found a
Your
frame
work
that you
has
like,
just
or
begun.
a specific
The
weapon or
origin
anything like
system
that?
is in chaos, and it needs you, Tenno. Vor
I
was
main
just a part
Saren
of the
Prime, she's my
Grineer
fashion
machine,
frame. Yes,
and
I
we've
get
seen
that.
the
I
Corvus
fully
have
get
begun
that.
amassing weapons of their
Little
own.
infectious
It is a
baby, as
dangerous
to put it.
time.
Yes, Saren Prime is pretty fun.
Ordis will gladly assist the operator in cutting a bloody
Yeah,
path
no worries, man.
in whatever mission they choose.
We will be at your side. There will be others too.
Get
It's
more
time for the
rumbas.
Tenno to return. So, what mission will
Yeah,
you do next?
farming plat can be a while because you're always in the void missions and that, aren't you? But it's fun. I do like the fact that you can get everything for free in the game, especially that, because you just got to get certain mods and sell them to people. So there is oh, this is Vor's prize, just showing that we killed Vor. Showing that off. Yeah, so there is a trading. I have 3 but need more. Yeah, everyone needs more Rumbas. There is trading in this game actually, so if you get certain stuff that other players don't have, you can sell to them for plat. So you can actually make premium currency by playing the game as well. That's another thing I forgot to say earlier, which is very important for a free-to-play game, because if you don't want to spend, but you want to spend plat on something to get it faster, you just got to go into certain missions and farm certain resources and then sell them to other players, and boom. The market system is amazing, I must admit. I used to sell so much on there. On my main account, it was just on there every day, basically, selling stuff. Even though I brought plat and at one point I had 20,000 plat on my account, I was still on the market selling stuff, so... and selling well cheap below market price, because I had so much plat, I was just trying to help other players out. Yeah, you can make a lot. Okay, so, we've killed Vor. We can now go to Cetus, we can do a defense mission, or we can go to the junction. It's telling me to upgrade a mod in order to do the junction. So, do you guys want to see me do the junction? Let's have a look. See here. Do I have a non-broken mod? Yes. Ah. So here is where you can upgrade them. So you can select the mod here. What's going on?
Were you
What's it doing?
a bloody battle?
I've lost track of what I'm doing now. How do I do it? Ah. I'm sure I was just doing it. Right, okay. I'm just having a moment, apparently. I will show Nightwave, don't forget. Nitane extract, yes. I will showcase the Nightwave in a second. So, you come to the Fusion tab, and then you can upgrade your mods here. So as you can see on the right side, so the drain is increasing by 1, so it'll cost 5 points instead of 4 to put it on. But my shield capacity will increase by 80% instead of 40%, so an extra 40% on my shields. So we're just going to apply that fusion, and then we're going to put this on our mag over here. And then we're going to have a look and see. We're just going to put that on there as well, just so we're using all the mod capacity. I can now buy another weapon as well, so if you want to see me using a different weapon, I can get the throwing knives, another version of the pistol as my secondary, or I can buy an assault rifle for my primary, or I can buy the staff, I believe. Yeah, or the staff. So I can switch that up. Well, if you've got other stuff to farm, I wouldn't farm that 2% drop. Let's put the assault rifle on, shall we? So we're going to purchase this for some credits. Put nothing on there because apparently I can't. That's fine. So we got that on there. Someone literally just asked, how do you upgrade mods? I literally just explained in my stream. You should have been here, man. Should have been in the stream. Right, I'd farm the 2% drop if you've got nothing else to farm. Something to do, innit? So do you guys want to see me do the defense first, or should we go to the Venus Junction? And here's night, actually.
Welcome.
Ooh, the Nightwave stuff. Okay, so this is your Nightwave thing. So what's now the alert system. So you kill 150 enemies with radiation damage, you'll get 1,000 points towards it. As you get points, you level up and unlock certain rewards. So you can unlock credits and then go to the credit offering shop and buy stuff from it. Which has some interesting stuff going on in here. Ooh. Yeah, and different blueprints and stuff that you can buy. As you level it up, you get different rewards. You can get glyphs, you can get Warframe slots, Kuva, some Rivens. Rivens are like very experty style mods, is the best way to put it. They can have certain bonuses and negatives to your mods that are bigger and better than your normal increases. Range advantage for the Akjagura. All sorts of stuff you can get here, so it's definitely worth carrying out these missions as you go along.
Let's check what's next.
I don't even know if I'll be able to kill this guy. Should we give it a try? Yeah, should we give this a try? It might be rather difficult because we're going straight into the junction. You know, we're going straight to further into the game. No worries, thank you for joining, Prime. Appreciate you being in the stream with us. Oh. You can be entrusted to protect this place if you want, but yeah. So let's confront the Spectre. So this is like a mini boss in order to get to the next planet, and it's Rhino. Ooh, 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 ooh. Whoa! Hello, Fred. Nope, 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 nope. You want a sword fight? Come on. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. I can't remember how you heavy attack. Yeah, bye-bye, Rhino. Who's the man now? Activate junction. Ah, his iron skin can be super strong. Yes. He kept using it as well. Luckily, he wasn't as strong as I was expecting. I must admit. I think they might have weakened him just a tad since I originally started playing. But Rhino is my go-to for credit farming later on if I use the Neptune way of doing things, and my iron skin on that character has about 9,000 points or something like that. Something ridiculous, and he's very OP. And it was very costly to make him as well. Lots of formers. So we unlocked some new mods from that. So we unlocked one of the stance mods for a set of staves, melee mod, and electricity for the rifle, as well as a blueprint for a new pistol, which is always good, and some credits. Yeah, he was a very, very tough fight back then. And as you can see, now that we've done this junction, it gives us access to Venus, which unlocks all these extra missions for us to go through and do. So we currently got 8 people watching, so I'm happy to continue streaming for a little bit longer if you guys want me to continue streaming. Do you want me to do, I can do E-Gate in Venus, or we can jump onto doing a defense on Earth. So what do you guys want to do? What do you want to see? Do you want me to do a Venus mission or an Earth mission? So Epic, because you missed that bit, we just unlocked Venus. as you can see here, we did the junction boss fight. So here's the list of things you have to do in order to unlock the boss fight. So you have to upgrade a mod to rank 2 or higher, apply 4 mods to a Warframe or weapon, collect 20 mods, and complete Vor's prize. So we killed Vor, we added some mods on, we've done all of that. So we've now beaten the Rhino boss there.
Operator,
It's quite a tough fight, not as hard as it used to be. So we can now either stolen. Oh, that's a Hive mission. So we can either do the defense on Lith, which is an Earth mission, or we can do a mission on Venus. So what do you guys in the chat think we should do? Is gifting tier 1 to substitute? Oh, thank you for gifting a sub there, Finn Penguin. I appreciate it. And God's Penguin, you're the one to get the tier 1 sub. So congratulations on that, and welcome to the channel. It's good to see you here. No worries, man. If you need help or anything with farming and you're on Xbox, feel free to add me there. On my main account on Justif Love, I can help out and stuff. Yes? Yeah, I think I'll be coming to an end shortly. No worries, I'm hoping to do this more regularly and get the streams going a bit longer as well. So we've almost hit 2 hours, which is awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, you accidentally gifted that to a fellow penguin, so that worked out really well for you, didn't it? It's also good to see God's Penguin in the stream as well. I think you're just lurking, but thank you for being here. Right, so what do you guys want to see? Do you want me to do the Exterminate on Venus, or play the mission on Earth? Or should we call it an end for today, and next time I stream we can watch me play on Venus and move forward? Trying to give you guys the option here on what you want to see next. Penguins do always stick together, yes. Oh, so we've got Mubi currently streaming Vanguard, so we can. I think what we'll do then. Finish up the defense mission. Okay, right. Let's throw us into a defense. This is a mission we haven't played before. So this one we've got to defend the point for a certain amount of waves from the enemy.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Defend the cargo. Let's get some bullet jumps to speed us up. And also for the Nightwave thing. Ooh. Are you still here, Chubbs? Oh, okay. Right, where are they? Oh, this Bratton seems strong. I haven't even put any mods on it. Why are you all hiding behind things, guys? Come on. They're like, we know this Tenno, we're gonna hide. Also, I didn't realise you were still there, I was just asking if you were still there. Yeah, no worries. So, we're doing the defense mission on Earth right now. These stuff, when you get, there's a frame that can actually speed the enemy up. And it can make these missions really fast, because obviously they come zooming in at like 200% speed. and just zoom in. Yeah. A bit, just run in and just go absolutely ballistic at the place. There, as you can see, I've got the assault rifle out now just to showcase that a little bit. Defense missions against, so we're fighting the Grineer, they actually give one of the best XP drops out of all the factions. So later on when you do leveling, because you want to get all your frames and guns to level 30 for the maximum amount for mastery rank boost and for your mod capacity, doing defense missions against the Grineer are some of your best missions for it. So Lane and I can't remember what the other one's called, are very good missions for it. They're a bit later on in later planets, but when you unlock the defense missions, they are always really good for leveling your weapons up. I just got stuck on a wall. Are you up here? Yeah. There we go. Yo, Port Town, thank you for joining. It's good to see you in the chat there. It'll be coming to an end shortly, the stream. We're just finishing up the Earth sort of stuff that we've got going on the could not have picked a worse time for my controller to die out there. I am so sorry. I thought I had a bit more time and could swap the batteries sort of after the stream or between missions. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Where is that guy? At least it wasn't on a high round where they would have killed the cryopod in that time frame. Mission defeated. No. Better luck next time. Yeah, thank you for dropping in, Port Town. Okay. Do I have to? This map for doing this, they all just hide on it. Okay, you didn't want to do your slam attack. Yeah, later on you're able to do these missions, right, as relic farming for unlocking your primes. So as you're killing them, you get some stronger enemies that spawn in, and they drop this this reactant stuff. When you collect 10 of it between the 5 waves, you unlock your relic and can claim a reward from it. And that's how you unlock like your prime weaponry and sort of stuff for like later game content. So each relic has a list of rewards that it can drop, and you can increase the chances of getting like the rarer items by like fusing reactant or void energy even into the relic. So there's a So as you unlock the void energy, you can get sort of better rewards, like the gold tier reward from it is more likely to drop. and stuff like that. So it can be quite fun to farm them out. You can end up doing it for hours on some of the stuff though. It depends on your luck. Well, it's usually when you really want it and it just never drops. It's like, oh, you really want this piece, we can tell, so we're never going to drop it. Yeah, we'll give you the other 2 pieces to the item, but not this last one. Sorry. Yeah, there's some mission types as well that have chance to drop certain mods. And there's on Earth there's one mission for this where you have to find the caches, and the last cache has like a 1.something% chance of dropping a mod. But this mod is so rare that it sells for like 200, 300 of the premium currency. And it is a good mod, but it is so rare to get and so difficult to get because it's the only place you can get it as well. So most people just go without it. But it is a good feeling when you farm it out yourself. I don't think I've ever managed to get it to drop myself personally. I ended up buying one, but I know Solo Chalk has played a lot. So this is the 5-wave bit where we can extract or continue the battle. We're going to extract because that was a bit slow gameplay. You know, I don't want to be boring or anything with the gameplay. And we are coming up to the 2-hour mark as well, so at some point the stream will be sort of sorted out, but yeah, so that's that one, so we can come here. So that's all the stuff until you sort of go to Cetus and unlock the next part of the maps over here. Cetus being the free roam part, but then you've got Venus over here. So we've unlocked all of this now, so you can do E-Gate and then it will unlock the next couple of missions. And as we unlock these missions, you guys, the viewers, will have a lot more ability on deciding, actually I want to see you do an exterminate or a defense, or can you do this type of mission or this challenge, and we can go through and do that a bit more as we unlock the stuff. Yeah. So enemy forces have obtained detailed information of some of the Lotus artifacts. Mobile defense. Oh. I think he's is he playing Vanguard or something? Yeah, you can join him if you want.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error.
I can come along as well.
Did the
It depends on
operator
whether
enjoy
he's
criticism?
worried about interrupting the stream or something, because obviously if I'm streaming, he's streaming. If both talking. Yeah. Right. So, do you guys? I tell you what. Let's jump into Cetus. I wonder if I can go into the free roam stuff, and show off a little bit of that quickly before we come to the end of the stream. Oh, it's got a cutscene. Okay, so I always feel awkward during those cutscenes. I want to talk and keep the chat going, but I want to let you guys watch the cutscenes. So as you can see, we're on Cetus right now, which is pretty awesome looking. And it's telling us to go over here. Ooh. I think they've done some changes to that start bit, I must admit. So we'll come up here. So let me talk to the different people yet. Oh, there's some other players in the game. So we've got Hawk. So there's people on these worlds where you can buy stuff from, so blueprints for to create certain stuff. So this guy sells weaponry, blueprint mainly, so he allows you to craft Zors, which are primary weapon things that you have access to, so you can change how they're all designed, so you can create whatever you want out of them, which we will be demonstrating later on at some point. And this is Konzu.
Interested in working for me? Gotta prove yourself.
So show Konzo what you're capable of.
Show me what you can. Couldn't get anyone to take that.
So he will give you the missions that you can carry out whilst on Cetus. You talk to him, start the mission, and then you're able to come out to the open world bit.
You're my go-to general.
So we'll display that now. Got to show off the free roam because Digital Extremes did really good work with this. Oh, and that loaded really quick.
The site of an historic battle between the Orokin and a great sentient.
So this is where we came out Cetus, but this is the whole open world bit for Cetus, the sort of free and roam bit. That's where it wants us to go.
You do not want to be out here at night. Konzu is right.
Yeah,
can never be allowed to
it's really good work with this.
Let's make this place
There's all sorts of resources you can collect as well whilst you're out here. There is a day and a night time
as many Grineer as you can.
As well. The nighttime is a little bit more dangerous than daytime on this map, which rotas, I think it's like every hour and a half or something like that, every hour and 10 minutes. But there is schedule things that you can check out to see whether it's day or night on Cetus at the time. You can also do mining and fishing and that whilst you're here. But we're just doing the sort of prologue mission.
More Grineer amassing nearby. Get over there and take them out. Keep going. They won't be able to sustain these casualties for much longer.
Yes, come on. I'm complete within 2 minutes as well. Oh, that was a bit of a floppy jump. I'm finding this a really fun stream. I really enjoy playing Warframe as well, so yeah, I've really enjoyed this. And I don't know, you still got it loaded and watching it? Yeah, because this is one of the open worlds that I'm on about. Just like that, just absolutely mental.
Almost feel sorry for him. Then I remember.
Yeah, the graphics are. How high can I get? Just sort of show off. Yeah, that was just sort of like the prologue mission, just sort of show a little bit of Cetus off. Over there you've got a little base of the Grineer base. So there's quite a few of them if I come up here. So at the minute we're travelling quite slowly, but there are ways later on you can unlock. I won't spoil those, we'll unlock them and have fun with that. But that'll make travelling a lot quicker. So I believe they've just done renovation of Cetus as well, so they've just renewed all of this to make it a bit more accessible, and sort of in line with the other open worlds that they've created. But yeah, so it's I mean, we're only here, so it's quite a big open world as well. I mean, later on you can get to and from each side of the map in like 10 seconds, but at the minute for us, because we haven't unlocked any of that, we're having to do it the slightly slower way. And there is, it does change, so there is a night and day cycle, so the night cycle is very different to the day cycle. So you can catch different fish, you can hunt different animals, different enemies appear. The boss that you fight on this open world appears at night time, so you have to farm him at night, and that could be quite fun. Yeah, so every hour you get a complete different version of the game essentially appearing, which completely changes the whole aspect of it. So that was Konzu. We have fast travel as well, so you can go to the different ones. So you got the fisherman, mining gear, masks for your masks, purchase and create Zors, which are your like primary weapons. So each open world allows you to make your own specific weaponry as well. So for Cetus, that is melee weapons, and then pet accessories. We'll leave Cetus. Now we've done that and showcase a little bit of Cetus. Don't forget, guys, to put some money into the community challenge up the top there. We're 2,500 points. Redacted, yes. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to donate your channel points to the community challenge. I think it allow. Oh, will it allow me? Oh no, it doesn't allow me. I was going to say. So we're at 25% raised. Anything from 50% onwards, we'll do a showcase. 100%, I'll do it even faster. Obviously, if we get that soon. But there's 30 days on it, so we got time. We've unlocked some more missions on Earth now. You sort of can finish most of these off, and then you got the Mars junction, which we won't be able to do until you go through Venus over here, because that's telling you to complete Mercury, and to do that you've got to complete Venus, and then you go to Mercury, and then you come back and go up to Mars. So it kind of does that a little bit. It doesn't hook right, it doesn't just sort of flow all the way around like that, which is fine, because you're probably not actually meant to go to Cetus until after you do Mercury anyway. But I like showcasing that Cetus as early as possible, because that was really fun. You know, it's a really good map as well, and I'm really happy with what they did with that, especially with the rework. So I think what we're going to do, so we've hit 2 hours of streaming now. I've had a lot of fun streaming with this. It's died down a little bit in chat at the minute. And what I want for this stream is to be very interactive with the viewers as well. So I've really enjoyed this, but I think I'm going to come call this... get my words out. I'm going to call an end to this, but what we're going to do is we're going to raid Moobylicious over here, because he's currently streaming. He's playing Call of Duty Vanguard, I believe. Let's open it up and have a quick look. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's playing Vanguard, so I usually do play Vanguard myself. But I have really enjoyed doing this Warframe stream. I'm planning to do this at least every Sunday, maybe more often. The more people we get in here, the more viewers, the more you guys can control, obviously, what I do, what mods I use, the challenges and that, and I'd love for you guys to be doing that. You know, give me the hardest sort of challenges, or only use this really bad pistol or something, you know, stuff like that. But we're a little bit away from that. I've got to do some stuff, unlock some stuff for you guys to be able to then ask me to do it. But thank you everyone who joined me. Thank you for all the support and that. I really appreciate it. And I've had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have. If you have any problems with the stream or anything like that, or you got any suggestions or ideas to help me make it better, or just want to come along and play with us, drop me a message. Either you can Xbox message me or message me on Twitch, that's perfectly fine as well, and we can have a chat. But yeah, until next time, thank you for tuning in.